Hi you guys, it's your favorite lipstick loving blonde bombshell, Blondie Lockhart, and you are tuned into another episode of Blonde Moments. So you guys know how we start this off, talking about my lips. This week I went with a ombre, but I decided to switch it up. Normally I would get a brown pencil and a nude lipstick and blend it together. Now if this little technique sounds familiar to you, that's what Kylie Jenner was trying to have us believe what was going on with her lips before she finally admitted it was lip injection, saying that she would just line her lips bigger than what they actually were and then fill them in with a nude lipstick. No, boo-boo. That was all Dr. Miami or whatever his name is. Whoever your surgeon is, has been shooting you up with Lord knows what since who knows how long. But for me, these are all my lips, and these are the beauty products that I use to get it. The lipstick is Milani's Matte Naked, and Milani is a really good company for women of color. They always have really good products, and they don't break the bank. I actually got this lipstick from Walmart, so if it's in Walmart, it's not going to be super expensive. And it doesn't dry out my lips. I've actually had my makeup on for about an hour or so before I actually started filming, and my lips feel perfectly fine. Now for the pop of color, instead of me using a brown pencil, I chose to use this NYX long lip pencil in Currant. And Currant is a color in between raisin and burgundy, I guess. It matches my shirt, and that leads into the must-have item of the week, which is my Swamp Tea. Swamp stands for someone who's always making progress, and they're about to launch their fall collection, so you guys make sure to check them out. Their website will be in the description below and at the bottom of your screen. So speaking of someone always making progress, let's jump right on into these lips. The Emmys just went down, and it was a great show and great for black actresses who have been doing their thing all year long and for a long time now, but they're finally getting the credit that they deserve. So first, big congratulations goes out to Regina King. She won Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie for her performance as Aaliyah Shadid on ABC's American Crime. Now, you all know that she has been acting for a long time. She was Craig's sister on Friday. She was in Poetic Justice and in so many other things. So big congratulations out to you, Regina King. Well deserved. Another big congratulations goes to Uzo Aduba, and she won Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for her performance as Crazy Eyes on Orange is the New Black that comes on Netflix. I love Orange is the New Black. I blew through seasons 1 and 2. I was so excited when season 3 came back this summer. Everybody wasn't a big fan of it, but I was still sucked into the drama, and I just, always have to stop myself when they release an entire series like that, because I'll be the one binge watching for one whole day, just don't leave the house, barely eat, or just living on the couch the entire day. That'll be me. So I try to break it up and watch I'm going to watch just 2 episodes today so I can stretch it out. Either way, outstanding series, and I do believe this is her second Emmy because last year she won Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. So they switched the categories that Orange is the New Black was in. It went from being a comedy to a drama. So huge congratulations to her for her second Emmy win. Now, the moment that stole the show was when the Viola Davis won and made history as the first black woman to win Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her performance as Annalise Keating in ABC's How to Get Away with Murder. Her acceptance speech was so touching, and I love when someone gets an award, and yes, they're humble, but they also drop a little knowledge on you. She gave a quote from Harriet Tubman, and her whole point was, you can't win an Emmy if there's no black roles for black women to play. People want to say racism is over, but yet and still, we just had the first black actress to win the Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. So, well-deserved award. I'm not big into the whole Shondaverse. I've watched a little bit of Scandal and a little bit of How to Get Away with Murder, a little Grey's Anatomy here and there. I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not a Gladiator or whatever the How to Get Away with Murder people are called. Just catch the show every now and then, but still it is great quality writing and quality acting. So congratulations to Viola Davis. But of course, there always has to be a hater in the midst, and of course she got to be white. She had to be white. So Nancy Lee Grant, I hope I said her name right. If I didn't, oh well. Nancy Lee Grant has been like on TV in General Hospital for I don't know how long, but she's, you know, on a soap opera every day. And you probably didn't even know soap opera still came on. She takes to Twitter and just spews all this mess. I mean, you weren't even nominated in this category, so I'm not entirely sure why you were so upset. I don't even know if you were nominated at all that night, but the hate was real. The shade, it wasn't even shade. She had the nerve to say, I wish I liked her speech, but I think Shonda Rhimes should have wrote it. And then she tweeted to someone else that Viola has never been discriminated against. Woman, where were you? Where the hell was you with my future, you know, my little future dance? Where the hell was you when How to Get Away with Murder first came out and everyone was looking at Viola like, oh, you're not a sex symbol, so you need to sit your old dark-skinned, nappy-haired self down. Like, we want to see some Kerry Washingtons and we want to see some Cookies, some Taraji P. Hensons. We want to see some Halle Berrys. We not checking for no dark-skinned, natural-haired woman. That sounds like discrimination to me, and that most certainly was a lot of people's sentiments when the show first came out. So your antennas wasn't on when that happened. Oh, okay, that's what it was. And she tried to make up for it by saying like, oh, well, I think she's the bee's knees, but why are we making such a big deal out of it? Because she is the first black actress to win this award. That's why, sweetie. So more than likely, her producers, her bosses came at her neck and was like, look, if you still trying to get this soap opera check, you're going to have to apologize. So she took to Twitter again. Oh, I'm so sorry to who I offended. That wasn't my intention. However, it doesn't matter what my intention was if I offended somebody. So, you know, to me it sounded like a legit apology, but it still should have never been said. I love the part in her apology. She also said, I need to check my own privilege. You goddamn right, bitch, because you're a white woman, so of course you're not going to understand the significance of a black woman winning this award because you're not a black woman. You've never experienced discrimination like that. And she also mentioned in her tweet, she was saying, I'm an advocate for all women. And why is that a thing? Why do you have to do that when someone black, like Black Lives Matter? No, all lives matter. You know how retarded you sound? We're not saying that all lives don't matter just by focusing on black lives, okay? So get out of your head, get out of your little box, stop thinking about yourself. We're just saying at the moment, we're talking about black lives. Right now, we're talking about these black actresses who don't have roles to get overlooked for. At least there was an opportunity for you to get a certain role because they were looking for a white female. But there have been plenty of opportunities for them to choose a black actress, but instead we're just going to pick this white girl and put some makeup on her. Or we're going to choose this lighter skinned black woman to play this darker skinned black woman, and we're just going to put a whole bunch of makeup on her. And let's not even get into when we just whitewash Egypt and try to make that a movie, try to make that a thing. So I'm so glad you said it, and I really hope you actually do check your privilege, ma'am, because no, completely uncalled for, and I'm glad that you apologized. Even if it was just for a paycheck, you were wrong. In other news, Lil Wayne and Christina Milian reportedly split. However, I don't recall Lil Wayne ever claiming her. It was always her making statements about him, and they would get caught in pictures together. Caught, I guess. But congratulations, Christina. I know you might be a little heartbroken, but I'm so proud of you because you actually escaped this relationship without being baby mama Lord knows what. Like, go you, girl. I'm so proud of you because, you know, you were looking real ridiculous. That was pretty dumb when Nivea had to call you out. Like, why are you trying to make our children like double related? That's gross. Like, you already was with the dream, and I got kids with the dream. Now you're trying to get with Lil Wayne. I got kids with Lil Wayne. Like, I'm pretty sure when Christina got with him, that wasn't her plan. But still, once you like realize that extra connection that you were about to have with that girl, like, to me, I would have just backed off just because, you know, that's gross. But that's just me. That's just me. They can't separate from each other's lives entirely because Christina Milian is actually signed to Young Money. So they'll still have to work with each other in some capacity. Plus, she just released a single that Lil Wayne is featured on. It's called Do It. I listened to it. It was pretty good. I have the link below so you guys can check it out. Continuing with the breakup news, Adrienne Bailon, she's on The Real. She used to be a cheetah girl. She was in 3LW. I'm sure you know her. She ended her 7-month engagement to her boyfriend. His name is Lenny Santiago, and he is a Roc Nation executive. They were together for 6 years and engaged for 7 months. She announced it on The Real, which I guess is kind of like, well, I've been telling y'all my business, so I might as well keep y'all in my business. Although, I kind of get it, because when that ring disappears from your hand and everybody's looking like, I thought you were engaged. Where'd your ring go? It's been at the cleaners for some months now, girl. What's going on? So, I guess she just wanted to clear the air and put the word out there herself before people started to speculate. She basically said that things didn't go as planned, but they're going to remain close friends. I wish her the best. She seems very talented, and she has a lot going on for her. So either way, good luck, Adrienne. Again, you escaped without being pregnant, and you were with this man for 6 years. That is a long ass time. So I really hope that you bounce back. Please don't bounce back to Rob Kardashian. You're better than that. You've grown. Just don't do it, girl. On the opposite end of the love spectrum, Rick Ross is now engaged to actually, I don't even know what it is that she does, and I'm pretty sure you don't either, because she doesn't do anything but take pictures on Instagram, and she's Insta famous. So Rick Ross is engaged to an Insta famous woman named Lyra Galore. If you go on all of the blog sites, they have pictures of this enormous ring that she got, but it was a little odd to me because she had the wedding band and the engagement ring, unless she already had a ring on that finger. I don't know. Either way, it was a huge rock and a bunch of diamonds on her ring finger, and she was saying that she said yes, but it's not on her Instagram. It was on her Snapchat, and all the blogs took it from there. So I'm assuming it's official. We'll see as the days go by. I guess congratulations to them. If y'all make each other happy, that's all that matters. I just, as a couple thing, I preferred Rick Ross with his ex Ming Lee. At least she had a job and she was, you know, doing something for herself. She had a because she still currently has this hair empire, snob life in Atlanta. And she's doing great things. She's Insta famous too, and she actually has a job. So, but you know, that's my own personal preference. Ming Lee actually went to the shade room and liked the picture of Lyra Galore's engagement ring, which I feel like that was the best thing to do, because if she ignored it completely, or if she left a comment underneath something else, they're like, oh, so you can comment about this, but you can't bring up the fact that your ex is now with this girl that don't do shit. But, you know, whatever. I'm going to get off of that, because I'm going to keep talking about her and how she don't do nothing only because it's true. Congratulations, y'all. Alright, you guys, so now it's time to get into the QTNAs. Remember, you can send me your questions to Blondie's Lipstick Facebook page or tweet me at Blondie's Lipstick. So the first question comes from, I'm going to call you Sean, and I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. Sean writes, what do older women want in younger men? Sean, I don't damn know, okay? Because I'm older than some men. I'm not a complete cougar. You know, I'm not 50 or anything. But there are plenty of men younger than me, and I don't want anything to do with them. My own personal preference. I prefer you to be my age or older. Actually, I prefer you to be older, so I don't want anything to do with them. But from, I guess, a cougar perspective, when an older woman, when she's, you know, in her 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s, what she wants with a younger man is probably good sex. Because if she's in her 50s and 60s and she's already, you know, established in her career, established in her lifestyle, she's done most of what she's wanted to do, at that point in time, it's really not too much that you can do for her besides give her some good D. So do your job and, you know, be taken care of more than likely, because, I mean, again, what can you do for her? I'm sure she can enlighten your life more than vice versa. That's my assumption. But again, me personally, I don't want anything to do with them, because women mature faster than men. So if you're not on my same level, we don't have much to talk about. So good luck with that, Sean. And I hope you either find you a cougar, or if you choose to become a cougar yourself or rob the cradle or whatever you want to call it, you do you, boo. You do you. The next question comes from Fred, and he asks, what is the difference between being brutally honest and being negative? I feel like the difference between the two is how that person perceives it. You could have the nicest tone, you could be smiling, you could be as sweet as you want to be, but if that person chooses to take what your honesty as negative, it doesn't matter. They're still going to take it as negative. They're still going to say that you were trying to hurt them, or you were trying to hurt their feelings, you were trying to be mean. It honestly doesn't matter. Your approach could be, you could bring it with flowers and be like, hey, I just have to be honest with you, and your breath stinks really, really bad, and I really think that you have halitosis, maybe even a dead tooth. You should probably go talk to somebody about that. And say it with a smile, and bring some flowers, and bring like a dental bouquet since it's their breath. And it doesn't matter if that person is really sensitive about that topic, or they choose to take that negatively and think like, oh, well, you're trying to embarrass me, you're trying to hurt my feelings, then that's honestly the difference in my perspective. But if you guys want to tell me how you feel about it, the question again is, what is the difference between being brutally honest and being negative? You guys tell me what you think. Again, send your questions and your responses to Blondie's Lipstick Facebook page and tweet me at Blondie's Lipstick. For this week's Blonde Moment, I'm going to talk about natural hair in the workplace. I posted a video on Blondie's Lipstick Facebook page, and I asked for you guys' input. Everyone has a different opinion, so I wanted to know what yours was. The video was posted by Angela Green. She is a veteran anchor from WNCT. And she was talking about her intern, Madison, who was a sophomore in college. Now, Madison is a broadcasting student, and her teacher told her that her hair was distracting, too big, and that she needed to straighten it for an upcoming project. Angela Green, the older woman who's been in the news business for some time, suggested that for this one time, she straightened her hair, and then she posted the video in order to get others' opinions to help the intern out. There was so much back and forth on the video because some people felt like she was telling the intern the wrong thing, and how dare you, what do you mean that your hair is distracting? Like what the professor said, that her hair was distracting and too big. Madison, the intern, her hair was big, it was fluffy, it was long, it was a lot of hair at the end of the day. Madison's hair was big, blonde, curly, it was long, it was a lot of hair. So I can see why someone would possibly have an issue with it, but if that's how it naturally grows out of her head, I can see why a lot of people would be upset, anyone would be upset, if you call what naturally occurs out of my scalp distracting. Whose scale are we going off of as distracting? I wanted to know how you guys felt about it, and you surely let me know. So Brittany's comment was, my aunt has tried to convince me to blow it out and straighten it for my interviews, but this is always playing in the back of my mind. If I get this position, don't think my hair is going to look like this all the time. If you can't accept me, and that's including my hair, then honestly, I don't want to work for you. Another comment came from Lacey. She said, who is your boss to tell you what's distracting and what isn't? I understand certain jobs have a particular image, but who's the judge of that? If a woman of the white, Asian, etc. background wanted to work in a natural hair shop, would it be just if the owner told her to perm her hair so she could fit in? My take on the situation is a little bit different. I've been in news for 5 years. I'm not a veteran, but I do understand how things work. And Angela is right when she stated at the beginning of the video that even though her hair is naturally curly, her and her bosses decided that straight hair was a good look for her, that straight hair and that shortened hairstyle. When you're in the news field, depending on what the size of the station or the size of the area that you're in, they may have a consultant in there, they go over your look, and you're under contract to maintain that look. So for Angela, like she said, her hair is normally curly, but she wears it straight and in that short hairstyle. So she is under contract to maintain that hairstyle. She can't come in there tomorrow and decide that she wants to have shoulder length blonde hair. She can't even come in there tomorrow and decide she wants shoulder length black hair, the same hair color that she already has in her head. She can't just go off on a whim like that. It can even get so serious that I have a friend that's in the industry and they told her she needs to be consistent with her part. That's right, as in you're either going to have a middle part or you're going to have a side part. You can't just keep going back and forth on which side you want to part your hair in your head. I have another friend in the industry where she's under contract to maintain her weight. Now, she's not a big girl, but they want her to maintain the look that she had when she started at the news station, and they also have a gym at the station. So there is no excuse for her or anyone else who works for them to be like, oh, well, I gained a little weight and I don't have time. No, on your downtime, there's a gym downstairs. So you need to make sure that you look a certain way. So if you just have an emotional day and you fall face first into a buffet and don't get up for a week and end up gaining 20, 30 pounds, they're going to have a conversation with you because this ain't what we signed up for. So you will have to fix that or you're going to have to leave. That's the end of it. Image is everything in television because it's what you see. And the news is not a fashion show. So if you're interested in news, in broadcasting, but you know that you want to change things up and be different, then you need to find a different approach to get into the industry. Such as myself, I chose to be behind the scenes because I know I like to change up my hair. I like to change up my style. You guys have seen this. We've only had 4 episodes of Blonde Moment and my hair has been different every single episode. When I take these braids out and my natural hair is out, my hair is going to be different every single week. That is me. So I understand that, and I know that news, me being on air for news, is not the right route for me. I should go towards more entertainment, more fashion things, because that's more so what I'm into. But news, they want to be consistent. And Angela said you also have to think of what your audience likes. Majority of the people who are sitting down at home at 5 o'clock at whatever time, 4 a.m. in the morning, and watching the news are old white people. And old white people don't want to see your natural hair. Let's just be real about this situation. Or old black people, period. Just old people in general. They're not hip to what's fashionable and what's cute. You just need to be, a man needs to be in his suit. The woman needs to be in her business attire. And you just need to give me what's going on in the world today. That's all I'm coming to you for. I don't care about your hair. I don't care about your outfit. I need you to be dressed and give me my information. And that's the end of that. I agree that Madison should pull her hair back in the bun, just like the lady stated, or she should find some other ways to style her hair professionally while maintaining her natural hair texture. One of my friends in the industry, the one that was told to maintain her weight, she's natural, and what she does is she wears her hair straight for her on-air job and what she's doing throughout the week. And on the weekends, then she wears her curls. I know that, heat does damage your curls, so of course you have to be very careful about that. I could talk days and days about natural hair. If you don't know, then you should check out some of my other videos. They're called Curls, Coils, and Kinks. Or check out my Instagram page. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your career path. So if news is really what you want to do and you love your hair, then you should find more professional hairstyles. It's a bunch of YouTube channels that have styles that you can try. Or perhaps news isn't for you, like I've decided for myself. Good luck to you, Madison, and I hope to see you on my TV screen one day, girl. In case you guys didn't catch my kicks earlier, I want to make sure you guys see those. But that's all for this episode. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel for past and future episodes. Like this video and share it all over social media. For all things Blondies, go to blondieslipstick.com or follow me on social media at blondieslipstick. Until next time, mwah.